Yeah.
I know.
All right, we're recording. You got the backup ready, Peter? There. Make
Are you
sure that
streaming this? Why do you not stream these? I don't
because
understand
I
why you
split the
don't.
views doing that shit. Make sure you have it if you're recording as a backup, Peter. Have it set to mono instead of
Oh
stereo.
my goodness, Aeon of Dreams. I remember you. I actually know you.
Yes. Oh, when are you going to bash Peter here? Peter here is famous for saying no one fucks with me, and I've been very tempted some days to be like, I'm gonna remedy this.
I remember he was one of the channels I passed by when I was on my epic quest for episode 25, the episode where I find a bunch of random Brony reviewers to bash on. Problem is I couldn't find any videos I had anything to say about, so I moved on to the next channel.
All right, I'm going to do the intro here. Hi, this is FNGR's Limbo podcast, and my guest hosts for the evening are Aeon of Dreams.
Hi.
Sheldon.
What's up?
And Dillon, who asked me ever so politely in PM, who the fuck is this guy?
I have no idea who he. I have no idea.
Exactly. So, anyways, we're moving on.
Nothing
to...
special.
No
we're talking to Mr. Rhino No Thrills Mills.
Hello.
All right then. Now, shall I start off?
Can you just answer me a question right off the bat? Who are you?
Okay, let's just look. I'm living in my super sophisticated voice. I am Mr. Ryan Rhino Mills. I make videos where I act like the biggest sarcastic douchebag and give people this thing that is called constructive criticism. That's literally it. I just commentate over people's videos.
Yeah, it's kind of what Dillon does in the analysis rift, except he does it to their face and doesn't hide behind his thing over here.
Oh no, I'll go up to somebody's face. No, you have not seen me on Twitter. I will literally just be like, hey.
Twitter is nothing compared to
give me
Skype.
your Twitter. What's your Twitter handle, man?
Oh yeah.
Just Rhino B Mills.
Certainly. Okay. All right, since we're just basically fucking around here, I'm gonna say cat or dog. Which one would you eat if you could only pick one? No, nothing. All right, let's move on past that
I like
one.
that question.
Yes. Something you enjoy.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Dillon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, hear that, Peter? He's right up your alley.
Oh my gosh, I found a compatriot.
Yes.
What's something you enjoy that you're terrible at, Mr. Mills?
Don't say making
I
videos.
I think it would either be art or singing. I suck at both of them, but whenever I suck at something, I embrace the fact that I suck at it for comedy. Whenever I suck at drawing, I just make bad drawings for comedy. Whenever I suck at singing, I just intentionally make the notes worse.
Well, that doesn't necessarily make it funnier, but it's a way of doing things.
To some people it is, apparently.
Yeah.
It's a way of doing things.
So, Mr. Mills, do you believe in true love?
It's a very, very interesting question. The only reason I say yes is because I currently have my true love.
So she's standing behind you right now.
No, not yet. Not yet. If you call behind me as 5 states away in Detroit.
Woohoo! Internet girlfriend. I got one of those too. Don't worry about it.
Is she hot?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's gonna listen to this later, so you know the answer is yes, right?
Yeah, she's hot. Don't kill me, Chad, please.
Yes.
No, she's a keeper.
Excellent.
I told that a lot, and then she starts blushing, and then I start poking her like, "Ha! I made you doki."
Who do you
doki,
look?
doki
If
for
she
some
won't
night.
keep you, I will.
Nice.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Well, that just leaves options then.
Yes, Mr. Mills. Who do you look up to?
They're all people you do not know. They are just people in my group that are way smarter than me. The one in particular is my friend Youngblood Fantasy 91. He's probably one of the smartest people in our group, and he's the only member who actually graduated college. So good on him.
Nice. Am I taking any questions away from anyone else that they'd like? Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
There's a new.
I do have a question.
Shoot.
Why do you waste your time commenting over really shitty Brony analysis videos? Like, dude, holy shit, I could never do that. I'd fucking kill myself.
Because
you have the patience of a fucking god. Okay.
Because it's funny to see them react.
It's just, it's awful. It's awful.
It's the funniest thing ever. I've had so many Brony analysis that I'm just like, I've had Jerry Peet lose his crap at me once.
Well, that's not very hard.
hilarious.
That's
So.
not
Why?
exactly difficult.
It's not difficult, but I want to know what you did. What did you do?
Me? Well, it wasn't specifically me. The aforementioned.
But it was me.
The aforementioned very smart guy and three of my other associates on our group channel, The Bunch of Pseudo Intellectuals, which is a group of people who commentate on people, did a 41-minute video, pretty much all talking about why Jerry Peet's video about dubstep was awful. And Jerry Peet got pissed off because we used a picture of him in the thumbnail, so he tried to flag it down.
Is that all
That's-
the
that
issues
sounds
he
like
had
Jerry
with it?
Peet.
When you said a picture of him, his OC
Wow.
or him?
Oh, it was him. It was a picture of him it was a picture of him from his review with Josh Scorcher. So it was pretty much public domain, but he called it a infringement on his privacy, which it was not privacy.
To be
And I
fair,
I called him out on
sorry.
this.
Go ahead.
I called him out. I was just like, I
Hold
called him out on this, and that's when he blocked me.
All right, Dillon, what is it?
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, because Jerry Peet will not like any sort of appearance of any bit of him in any place he doesn't like. Because I remember, like, it was so stupid. I mean, the video itself wasn't even the best thing ever, but he was commenting in the the comments for the shipping game and complaining because we had made his OC in the audience. I was like, well, dude, why?
It doesn't even matter. It's out there and it's on the internet, man. Like suck it up, bitch. You know?
He was in the, you mean that Dr. Wolf thing?
Yeah, the hearts and hooves.
Oh, I didn't
What's
know
funny?
Jerry Peet
Oh,
was hilarious.
What's funny is that Sheldon kind of sounds like a high-pitched Jerry for a
Oh,
minute.
boy. You know they're both Canadian.
Oh.
Is he Canadian? Is he?
Yeah, Jerry Peet's Canadian. I'm almost
great.
positive.
Great.
Oh yeah, that was one of the jokes we made at the beginning of the video. We were like, one of our members was like, guys, we're being invaded. By who? Canada. And they want to take our electronica. And then we just get the freaking Canadian Army clip while playing freaking Star Wars.
That's right, man. You don't fuck with us Canadians.
Yeah.
That's right.
So this is the part where I bomb constantly.
Mm.
Oh, boy.
I've never gotten a positive response to this, and maybe you'll be the one today. Maybe you'll be the
Okay.
chosen one. What? Tell me something that makes America great. Today's not going to be the day, is it?
No, I got this. It has better. It doesn't have full equality, but it has better equality than other countries.
Okay, I'll take that.
Well, a very limited list of countries.
Well, yeah, but still, at the very least, it is not.
North
Worst.
Korea.
It's not the
random-
worst.
Right, it's not the
Name-
worst, which is good, right? That's good.
Yeah.
It is not
Yeah.
the worst. It could be worse, so hey, you know.
It could be
Dylan,
10
Dylan, I
times
thought you
worse.
were.
However, it's still pretty crap.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Dylan, I thought you were going to use
can
this
only
to suck the
polish a
dick of
turd
New
so
Zealand and talk about why it's better.
Oh no, New Zealand sucks.
I believe it.
Well, honestly, living anywhere really sucks.
Yeah, I was about to say, Dylan.
Well,
you know,
it doesn't suck as much as Australia, but it pretty much sucks.
I was going to say, Dylan, here. If if Canada is America's top hat, what's that make New Zealand Australia's penis?
Well, we are Australia without all the worst parts of Australia.
So you don't have deadly animals that are trying to eat you constantly.
No,
Oh,
we have all the cute, fluffy animals which everyone likes to kill.
okay.
Well, wait. If Australia's
Gotta
filled
eat,
with just animals that like to eat you, does that mean I am Australian?
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
That's an awful fucking joke.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was.
I would agree. That's just awful. But yeah,
I'm half
America.
dead. What do you want?
I don't know why. I was reminded of a really hilarious story when I went on Omegle once. Oh boy. I went on as a character, and one person walked up to me, and they actually started talking to me, and they were doing an interview for school, and I was still in character. I didn't want to switch out, so I did the entire interview as in character, and for the record, my character talks like this. So I was giving an entire interview for his school paper.
So
in
he was
this
a quack
voice.
baby?
Pretty much. It was It was. I was playing a 13-year-old. I was playing a 13-year-old crazy Mormon
Okay.
from
Wait,
Utah.
that's not what you are?
I'm putting that in the description.
No.
Crazy Mormons. Okay, then. That's the highlight of this podcast, is just making the description while it's going on. Let's see.
And he was just like, "What's your name? Slim Ridlin. Okay. Where did you come from? Croatia.
Speech
Yeah.
impediments are funny.
Have you ever heard of Redcord?
According to Redcord, they are. Yeah.
They weren't phased by anything.
Wait a minute, I gotta call you on this shit right now. This is where I got pissed off looking at one of your videos. You're shaming down another troll for making fun of someone's speech impediment. And I'm like, who the fuck are you, buddy? Who are you to tell who could be a dick about what? Wait a minute, you're doing it right now.
Oh no! Oh no! Well, no, the character.
That's stumbling, man. That's
Yes, you
stumbling
stuttering
right there.
faggot,
You
spit the dick out and
fucking-
talk.
Defend yourself. You have to defend yourself.
Da, 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 da. Well, to be fair, the troll
No,
is
not to be
me.
fair. Defend yourself.
Yes.
I'm
It's us
mocking my own
against you.
voice.
Defend yourself.
Oh god.
I do have to defend myself. I do have to defend myself a lot. Somebody recently made a rant on my Patreon. Oh my goodness! It was
I am
it
going
was
to
funny.
rant about you on the place where you get money.
He was just like, "Stop scamming your people, and stop scamming your viewers, and get a job, you bum." He said he always gives two examples to the people he rants on. He said that the productive things you can change your Patreon to, and the only productive things you can change your Patreon to, is an animated series or a cooking show.
Mm.
That's it.
Fucking retarded.
Oh my goodness! I
Here's
could
the
stop.
thing: cooking shows are cheap.
Animated series are expensive.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the difference between those two examples.
I literally added one of my goals. $100. Rhino makes a cooking show. $25. I could steal all the Trees Apprentices subscribers.
Say, quick question. Have you ever been to any Brony cons?
No. I've thought about it once, but the only convention I've ever gone to is the Screw Attack Gaming Convention, because that's the only one I'm close to that I care about.
Oh, I was waiting for you to say you're worried about getting jumped, perhaps.
I thought you were
Getting
just
jumped
gonna
by a
say you
bunch
were
of
worried
skinny
you'd be
little
surrounded by
fucking
too many faggots.
Pussies? I don't think so.
I just imagine freaking Voice of Reason coming up to me at a Brony convention, just be like, "Hey, remember that commentary where you called me an idiot?" Yeah. Hi.
He goes to
wait,
shake your
Ryan,
hand.
I have to ask, because this is the first time I've heard you. Are you known enough for him to notice you?
Well, I don't
'Cause
know
I'm
him.
See, that's the whole point of all my commentaries, just to get all the Brony analysis senpais to notice me.
Yeah, because I noticed I was in a I checked that video. I was like in the screenshot. I'm like, oh my god, I was
Oh,
in
yeah.
a screenshot.
The one Brony and the one Brony reviewer that I still have not really gotten to fully notice me is Mr. Enter. He
Oh, good luck
blocked
with
me.
Whoa.
Oh,
Why would you want Mr. Enter to notice you? He's Mr.
Right.
freaking Enter.
Well, our group also made a commentary on him, and he never responded. He never acknowledged us. In fact, he blocked me on Twitter. I wasn't even in the video. I wasn't even in the video, and he blocked me. Well,
Oh,
I
this
did
sounds
make a
like Dr. Wolf, or this sounds like fucking Horse News bitching and whining about, oh, I was just saying hi to fucking, what's his name, Final Draft. I don't see how he could possibly take that negatively.
He also he blocked me after what was it? After he made that whole update where he was clarifying on his trolls video.
Oh, yeah,
And,
I've seen some response to that.
And I made my big response to it, and I was not happy with it. And I sent it to him, and then he blocked me. Oh yeah,
Like he
that
does.
guy. That reminds me, the guy who ranted on my Patreon also, he was like, "You criticized John Enter, and now that you've made a Patreon, you are now exactly like John Enter. You are the John Enter of the commentary
What?
community. You have double standards." I'm like,
I want to explain this right now to anybody listening who's offended about me being having Patreon. The game plan from day one was to get people on Patreon. So, you know, if you're offended and stupid, like all those dopes who fell for Digiboy going, no, he really is Mr. Rogers. He changed. No, he was always a Mountain Dew smoking kid, and you guys were stupid and fell for it. I always was a money-grubbing asshole that was trying to get paid. Bam.
see, the problem is, like, 'cause when I saw a few people getting angry about my Patreon, I was just like, apparently, getting money is a bad thing.
Well, of course.
Money is
because
bad.
it's money that
thing
they don't have.
The thing that helps you pretty much function in the world is bad to have.
Well, there's a bunch of
Well,
hippies out
here's
there.
the thing.
and
Some
4chaners
people have
that-
different.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I was about to say, there's a bunch of people out there living off of government cheese and welfare checks that think that literally they're entitled to that. And when someone's actually finding a way to make money, they're like, no, you should be down here with the rest of us.
Because
I don't
some
get it.
things are supposedly more legitimate in order to get money, and anything on the internet is completely illegitimate. Totally.
Yeah, that bothers me. They're always like, get a real job. It's just like,
Go take
This
down
is
a
a
real
real
YouTuber.
job.
It's like, why can't
I'm
this
making
be my
money.
real
Well,
job?
how much more
Right.
real can you
Exactly.
get?
Yeah.
Right.
well,
It's
what was
like
funny
it's
is I
tab-
remember.
Or it's looked down on, or some.
I remember a lot of people told me to go out and get a job while I was sitting there with a job.
Yes.
Sure, I don't have the job anymore because they fired me because the manager didn't like me. And in Texas, apparently, that's all you need. Just find the first reason to get them kicked out.
My life.
I don't
Story
see
of
your antlers, boy.
So here's
doesn't
the
get
thing
it.
with it. Here's the thing with people who criticize people for making money online for being illegitimate. They think it's, oh, you're not doing a real job, you're just doing absolutely nothing. It's just, wait, you're not working for it. If it was so easy, then why isn't everyone doing it? Because clearly it's easier than supposed real work.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
yeah, people like to trivialize the stuff that we do.
Like, oh, you're making money for doing absolutely nothing. Well, if they're making money for doing absolutely nothing, why don't you try the same thing?
Yes.
See if you can get enough money off of doing absolutely nothing.
Yes.
That reminds
It's
me
all about
of...
using whatever you can get to get ahead and get money because we're all selfish bastards.
Yep.
Well, that reminds me of those guys with, like, the priceless pieces of art. You go into an art museum and it's just like a blue rectangle on a white canvas, and you're just like, why is this priceless? And it's like, I could do something better than this. And then you have that smart-ass art student who's just like, well, they did it first.
I'm pretty sure someone else would have done that first. They just wouldn't
Yeah,
have
but
called
this
it art.
Yeah, but this guy was the first to call it art, so now it's priceless. It's postmodern.
But, like, personally, like, the stuff that I do takes a lot, like, because to be popular in our community, you have to be smart. Because if you're not smart,
Indeed.
the rest of the community will brush you out. That's what's especially with me around. Because I have the uncanny talent of not hiding when I don't like you. If I don't like you, you will know that I don't like you. You will know the specific reasons why I don't like you, and I will personally ship you. I will personally ship you an apology letter with my middle finger
Well, Mr. Mills,
attached to it.
when
Do
you
you
sat
like
there and
me?
said that you have to be smart to make it, who would you say is the least smart person that's big in our community?
Well, wait. If
And
you say it's smart, that would be saying Inkros is technically the smartest one in the community.
Yes, highest sub count.
In the Brony analysis community,
Are we going to
Or-
argue with...
Well, she's at least in the top 3.
Yes.
Easy.
Who's the
Mr.
dumbest?
Yes, with the dumbest highest, then.
either Mr. Enter or that one guy Canned Cream. I can't remember.
Oh,
Yeah, it was Canned Cream.
Oh, yeah, Cannon Cream is
Isn't that one of your boys, Peter?
I think my only criticism of him was, well, first off, there's the pony creator, and second off, I have no semblance of who this guy is, other than that he apparently likes Luna, and I had to be reminded of that.
Yes.
Well, yeah, there was. Oh yeah, Detective Encounter. Oh boy. So this guy, I don't know exactly who y'all are with, but I remember somebody requested me this Brony person named Detective Encounter, and they described him as the guy who likes to always have a different opinion than everyone else. And I watched him. Boy, were they not lying.
How big was he?
He's not big.
Sounds like Anime
He's
Wolf
nothing.
Gamer.
Yeah,
He's
it's like,
nothing.
oh, Anime Wolf Gamer. Oh my goodness. I remember.
Oh, I
in my
fucking hate that.
Well,
guy.
no, Rhino Mills. We want you to tell us about Anime Wolf Gamer honestly.
Oh, my
Ah,
goodness.
yes, honestly.
Yes, honestly.
What is
I
your
remember-
honest opinion?
And I like in my big commentary where I was commentating on different Brony reviewers, I said near the end I said, okay, I'll do one more, and then intentionally went in and picked like the worst example out of everything I saw, and that came down to Anime Wolf Gamer. I saw Anime Wolf
Wait,
Gamer's
so you
video for
didn't
the
pick
first time.
Robin?
I saw the first few minutes, and I sat there and was just like, what? I didn't even get to the actual review. I found so many issues with everything.
Yep.
I was
Yep.
speechless. I didn't
You're right.
know what to say. I showed it to a friend of mine. I'm like, am I going crazy? And he looks at his channel and give you a good perspective on how pissed he got off. He got that my friend in question is a big fan of Gantz, which Anime Wolf Gamer did a negative review of.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy, that wasn't funny there. Oh boy, Anime Wolf, and then I remember Anime Wolf Gamer. said
Anime
something about.
Wolfgamer just agrees
remember
with
he said
everything Mr. Enter said.
I was about to say, wait, did Josh Scorcher tell him to argue with you?
I remember he said something about a BlackbusterCritic and something about the commentary community, and I was just like, listen, are you another? He apparently is one of those people that thinks that still likes to live in 2012 when the commentary community barely had any standards, and BlackbusterCritic was the dictator of the entire community.
All right, I'm looking this guy up real quick. You said BlackbusterCritic.
Oh yeah,
Black-
I used
yeah,
I
he
used
was-
to know what he did. Then he like left, and then I never heard anything from him since, and that
Yeah.
was like 2 years ago.
I wasn't there, but from the people who were there, from the people I do know that were there, he was pretty much the dictator of the entire commentary community. Anybody said anything wrong about him, it was their head.
41,000 subs, not bad.
Yeah, but his fan base is what's the word? Not smart.
Well, whoever said that there was something smart on the internet?
Most fan bases aren't smart.
Yes.
I
Like
do
the
remember-
vast majority of them are not smart.
My
No
fan
way.
base is slowly starting to become. I'm slowly starting to question the people that are coming into my fan base, especially since I'm starting to get fans from my friend Clay, and he got all of his fans from Sammy Classic Sonic Fan and Glagar 13 vid videos. So obviously, I have to question them. It's pretty much a given. Also, speaking of my video where I did a bunch of commentary on different Brony reviewers, I did have two specific ones that responded to me. There was one, Rhino Darty. I really don't know anything about him. He asked me what my actual critiques of his video was. I just said his OC looked weird because the horn was behind the head for some reason.
Yeah, I've seen Rhino Darte. I think he
And
did a little goof
and
on Jesse Wood. He's a cool guy, kind of.
and my favorite, oh boy, Robin0928.
That's my waifu.
That
You go right
fucking
ahead.
idiot. Oh, that kid, man.
Wait a minute, Sheldon. Did you say he's your little brother? What happened to that?
No, he said I was his big brother, and I told him to shut his fucking mouth.
Oh, you guys were chill for a little bit. There.
He left like a wall of text with really poor formatting. Like I couldn't even barely understand where half his criticisms came from. One of the things he said was, you criticized me for my audio issues, yet your audio also has issues. I'm like, one, just saying that doesn't make it true. Second, I didn't even criticize your audio. What the heck are you talking about? Three, fix the way you format your comment, please. It's hurting my brain.
I'm slightly, if not completely ashamed to say that I'm on his channel.
It's Robin's best video, isn't it?
You know, that profile picture of you smiling like that just fits so much of what you say, Dillon.
Oh yeah, and then there's Brony Dev.
Whoa there! Whoa! You leave our poor chicken alone.
Sucks.
I'm after everyone.
Oh boy.
Like, there's been a joke that I just have like a hit list on everyone. Just like, I'm after that
Okay.
guy. I'm aiming for Josh Scorcher at some point.
Oh, go on.
Can I
about
just
that.
ask you something?
Yes.
And this is purely just to get an idea of your mental state. Did you actually somehow manage to sit through Robin's Freezer Crowd video?
I didn't.
No. In fact,
Did
I
you
have not-
attempt to?
The only video I've attempted to sit through was the one I did a commentary on, and I only did the first few minutes.
Okay, one, because I'm in it, two, because it's bad.
I can't. He reminds me too much. His voice reminds me of this commentator in our community who ever since he showed up, and even to this day, I call little me. I give him the reward of you are trying way too hard to be me. Stop it. He takes all my jokes, so I might be slightly biased since they both sound extremely similar. Who's this corpulent Brony I keep seeing popping up everywhere?
That is generally he's in both podcasts we do. He's one of our good technician guys. He's really useful, and I have nothing but positive things.
Yeah, Corp's cool. He weighs about like 500 pounds, and he's 38. Seriously.
His stage name
Yeah,
is Tons
he's
of Fun. Yes. He
Corp's
expects
awesome.
20s when you're
Quite
stuffing-
literally in the tons.
Yes. Metric tons.
I mean, I do like quite a few reviewers though. Ones I could name at the top of my head is probably like Silver Quill, Gibbontake. He has my type of humor. Super random.
Your
doesn't make
videos
sense.
for Gibbontake, moi, 10 out of 10. Every time I like, who's Rhino Mills? I go get your videos of Gibbontake, and they're like, oh, I don't know what he does, but this is pretty good.
I'm liking your answer. I'm liking your answers, Rhino. They are very safe and very nice.
Also, strangely enough, just complete. Like, I remember after I did my commentary on Voice of Reason, I had so many people after Josh Scorcher and Voice of Reason did a co-op review of Hearts and Hoos Day. Everyone was texting me like, "Oh my goodness, Voice of Reason did a video with Josh Scorcher. This is a tragedy." I'm like, guys, I commentated on a video he did like a year ago. He's obviously gotten better, and it's not written down in stone that every person I commentated on I have to absolutely hate.
Right.
Except Robin.
Except Rob.
My issues with Robin were first jealousy, I'll be completely honest. I remember when I was trying to break in, I'm like, how does this fucker get to talk to everybody? This is horseshit. But after I got to meet him, the reason why I hate Robin is because it basically you have to torture him to get him to do anything if you work with him at all. Like, seriously. I know it's not just me.
I also remember there was this.
Or you have to be tortured yourself.
Yes.
I remember there was this reviewer named Puzzle Piece MLP or something like Puzzle Brony.
Oh boy.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And I remember. I don't know if anybody noticed this,
Peter, you
but
tortured Angel Bacon. You better do it to this guy too.
I don't know.
I kind of did. If you saw the video on the different reviewers, when I show the screenshot of the Rift Cafe,
Yeah.
I completely covered him up. I crossed out his username and replaced him with a picture of Mako from Kill la Kill, and put like little tape over it so you know it's obviously.
Well, that's kind of a
Photoshop.
downgrade in the art, don't you think? Kill artwork.
I
Jesus
consider
Christ.
it a nice improvement.
Yeah.
I think this is like the second podcast I've been a part, which is just bashing everyone in the Rift.
You think we'll get away with it?
I like Toon Critic though. Toon Critic. I remember we have
That's-
like a.
That's
me and my
Sheldon's
group have,
waifu
like,
right
You
there.
are the only one, sir. You are the only
Yeah,
one.
Toon
Like,
Critic
Here's the
is
okay.
awful.
All right.
Here's the
Oh,
problem
man.
with
I want
Toon
Dillon to
Critic.
do this. Go ahead.
Here's the problem with Toon Critic. He doesn't make his own content anymore. He always works off of collabs. He doesn't do anything.
Well,
He just appears.
let me be completely honest though.
Sure.
I don't watch Toon Critic at all. I only like him because what is it?
Did he make a really good first impression on you?
Me and my group. Me and my group have this list of people that we put into a religion that we worship, and for some weird reason, one of those people is Toon Critic.
You met him and he probably made a really good first impression, didn't he? Come on.
I have not actually.
Because he does that. He's so good at the first impression, and then everything after that, forget about it.
If I'm not mistaken, I actually think one of our members was friends with him before he became a Brony reviewer. Yeah. I think I don't remember exactly who it was. I think it was this smart one who went to college for 4 years. And
He couldn't be
can
that
I
smart.
narrow it down for you? Is it a friend of yours who likes Sonic and Thomas?
he used to like Sonic. I don't know about Thomas.
Okay, yeah, that'll narrow it down for you.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not, Peter.
I'm kind of being both, truth be told. I'm half dead, so I can't remember.
I have somebody who's considered a friend, but also not a friend who's a fan of Thomas, and I put friend, but not really a friend because I'm in a chat with him a lot, so I'm kind of almost obligated to be nice around him in the calls. I am not obligated to be nice around him literally anywhere else.
Who else is in this supposed religion of your group?
Yes.
Let's see if I can. I'm trying to think some. There's Toon Critic. There is this awful commentator who we worship completely ironically named Joshua8428.
Okay. Any good ones?
I'm honestly trying to remember.
I'm gonna give you a little secret. When a name starts off and has numbers at the end of it, there's a good chance he's terrible.
Well, he's been like Joshua8428 has been pretty much voted probably in the top 10 worst commentators ever since 2011. So yeah.
I think I got it, Sheldon. I think that's his John Moline.
Yeah.
Are you
agree.
talking about the
I definitely-
John
Oh,
Moline?
the John Moline.
The John Moline. Yes, Peter.
I
The John
think
Moline.
I think JonTron's also in our religion.
Okay.
That's
Anyone
the one
else?
with the parent, right?
It's a
Pro
very
Jared, if I'm not mistaken, and oh yeah, I'm also part of this religion because it's a really funny story. Some guy did a rant on the commentary community, and their third major complaint with the entire community was me. My fans, according to him, my fans will go around to videos, even if they have nothing to do with me, and talk about how great of a commentator I am. And if the video doesn't have
what
me in
fans?
it, then it's bad. Exactly.
What fans?
No, I even me, who my own girlfriend will call me egotistical sometimes. I came up and was just like, whoa, what fans do this again?
Yeah, Mills. I want to put this in. The guy that Sheldon compared you to is his screen name or YouTube is Mr. Cake Dragon Man, and this is where I gained mass respect for him, even though he's an egomaniacal douchebag. We had do you know who Animated James is?
Yes.
We had him on a podcast, and we're kind of bored. It's winding down, and I was like, we have a guy who kind of does a good impersonation of you, but don't worry, we're not going to put him on. He's like, get him now. I pull him in, and Cake is like sweating bullets. He's like, what's going on? He wants to hear the impersonation, Cake, and he's like trembling. He fires it off, and fucking Animated James is in that call, just all 5 kinds of butthurt.
All right. I'm just gonna say this right now. I'm absolutely one of the most depressing people that you've ever met in your entire life. And listen, Rooster Teeth, I know you guys are still mourning and you're not looking for any new shows right now, but I want to talk to you about C students. Oh, you guys are still mourning over this crap. Monty's still dead. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna leave my resume on his casket. Maybe after that, you guys will look at it. I'll just see you later.
It's magnificent. Do you think you'd be able to do that to someone face to face after talking all that mean shit?
I probably could. No, if you got any of the people I talked crap about in here, made fun of, I could easily go up to their face and continue to do that.
All right, I want you to throw
Okay,
top
looking
5
in
at
the
me.
rift.
Right now?
Oh yeah, why not? Yeah,
Dillon,
let's
you
do it.
want to get out? I want you to put him in right now.
I actually, I remember I was in a stream once, and one of the guys there I didn't like, so I poked fun at him for the entire stream. Like
That sounds like me in the rift.
I would literally look over at him and be like, "Hey, coffee lover, what? I don't like you." And he's just like, "Well, what'd I do? You know what you did. What'd I do wrong? It's okay. I just don't like you." He's just sitting there confused the whole time.
Let's see, is Robin online?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Is that the one you want to rip into?
I do remember he said that apparently he heard this video going around or something. He heard about my video going around, or I don't even remember.
Robin's on D&D. Do you want to do it, Dillon, or do you want me to do it?
Fuck, I'll do it.
Best-
Jesus.
Okay, there we go. Whoop!
No, I was
There.
reminded of
He's not coming.
what was it? I was reminded of when somebody did a commentary that was supposed to be in my defense. The argument he was arguing with was the guy saying, first he brainwashed Rhino Mills. And I was like, okay, what do you got for this argument? He says in like the most straightest voice ever, I don't think Glyco13 Vids brainwashed Rhino Mills. I don't think Glyco13 Vids put duct tape all over Rhino Mills. And I'm just sitting there like, I heard that. I can never unhear that. And I like how he used the phrase, I'm pretty certain. Like there was a small amount of doubt to that statement.
What made you
Should we
single out?
remove Robin, seeing as he didn't join the call?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's probably not there. I'm going to say he's asleep. What made you single out British Brony and Rainbow Blitz as victims out of curiosity?
It was actually because I was in a chat with him. I was in a chat with him while he was working on the video. He says, I'm planning to do a positive spin on Spike at your service. And I'm like, okay. So I sat down and I was like, okay, what is your defense of the episode? And he's like, why is everybody caring about continuity issues? I'm like, because that's a story element. That's important to a story.
To be
He's like,
fair, MLP kind of does suck dick for continuity.
yeah, I know, but I was always like, just because it has a record of continuity errors doesn't mean we can't be upset.
Oh,
with
I'm not
continuity.
saying that Spike at your service doesn't suck
Yeah.
complete ass. I mean, it does.
And then he was like, well, also, if he burned the Timberwolves, it would have got sent as Princess Celestia. I'm like, no, that's stupid. That is stupid. And I kept telling him, dude, you're not making any sense right now. And he's like, well, it's my opinion. I'm like, no. You're wrong. And I'm just like,
What?
I'm just like,
If
I'm just
that's
like,
the sort of things you're saying, you don't deserve the right. to
There
it.
is a guy I actually wouldn't mind recommending for you to be a victim. Do you know who Shark Discusses is by chance?
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! No, is he the guy who was in the video with British Brony, voice of reason? And that
Yes.
one guy? Dude,
Yes.
I remember. I saw that video. I was sitting here like, okay, so we have one defending the episode. Oh, okay, the defender is obviously British Brony. That's no surprise to me. And we got voice of reason on this side. And the entire time I was just thinking, British Brony, you lose. Voice of reason wins. None of your arguments make any sense. And Shark was just like, not only did Shark make no sense to me, he put me to freaking sleep. I was just like,
You've lucked
emotion.
out, Mr. Mills. If you were in the analysis rift, every argument with Shark is where he just gets louder and louder and more obnoxious. I actually originally threw him out, and the fucking rift staff just put him back in for no fucking apparent reason.
Remember when I banned him and then I was the hero?
Yes, I remember that, Peter. We were talking about it the next day, just casually off the hand, and we forgot Peter was a rift mod, and he's like, "Hey, I could just throw him out." Yeah. He goes back to his other rift mods. Guys, he made Stardust cry. Quickscript is like, "He did what? Ban that bracket."
There's still quite a few other people that wish that would be kicked.
Sorry, Dillon, I don't have my powers anymore.
Yeah.
I remember watching that entire video about Mysterious Mary Duell, and I was just like, this is the most one-sided argument ever. I've never disagreed. In a debate, both sides are supposed to make a, relatable, or at least a, justifiable
Compelling.
reasoning for things. You have to,
Yeah, like a
you gotta
compelling
see
argument.
you gotta see both sides.
What are your
That's not
opinions on
what
Byter, since
happened.
you seem to like arguments there, Mr. Mills?
I honestly do not have an opinion of Byter. The only reason I
Is that
found
because he would destroy you?
I honestly do
He
not know.
honestly would, sir. Honestly.
He would. Unless you can argue like he does and keep up with him,
Yes.
there's no way you can win.
Don't feel bad. No one will care. Like, nobody likes him.
I had someone give me their script, and I had somebody request me that video. Do you want to know who it was? Voice of Reason.
What?
His 10-parter was requested to me by Voice of Reason. I sat there just like, no.
Oh, I've tried. I've tried to fucking get Voice Reason to take a shot at CBD. He was very careful about, like, dancing around it.
Yeah, Voice of Reason was like, I wrote this entire script, but I didn't feel like putting it together. I was like, okay, well, I'll take a look at it. I did look at it. I saw exactly where Voice of Reason was coming from.
Did you agree?
Problem is, I didn't read it all. I mean, I have nothing against Voice of Reason. In fact, like I said, I made a list of top 31 people I did a commentary on. I think Voice of Reason is probably the best out of everyone I've done
Oh,
commentaries on.
dude, yeah. What he does in his
He's
video.
D&D right now. We can add him.
No. I'm not doing that to Voice of Reason. He's been chill. He was nothing but respectful when I had him on the show.
I know.
He's a
I know.
put-on when he's screwing around. It's called
I'm
Voice
doing
of-
work for him too, so that's not exactly a good idea for
Yeah.
me either.
I wanted to get Voice of Reason episode 25, but he just did not respond to me. I was like, we would have conversations, we would talk, but every single time I asked, hey, want to work together? He'd stop responding. I'd go on to a different topic, and everybody would start responding again.
That's kind
And
of
then
how
I'd be
I
like,
deal. That's kind of how I deal with Comic Sans. We'd be talking about Can I be a co-host? Oh, look at the time here. I believe I have some muffins burning in the kitchen.
No, he doesn't even come up with an excuse. He just stops responding. He just doesn't say He doesn't say a word to me. In fact, at one point, he just stopped responding to me altogether. I was like, "Reason, honey."
You're asking for a reason, or you're asking for a reason?
Honey,
Oh, that was as bad as my Vor joke.
are you still mad at me for episode 15? I'm sorry. I had to get somebody else to voice of Reason for me, and it wasn't even a collab. It was at the end of the video.
Oh, I could do a pretty good one. Sheldon speaks very highly of my Voice of Reason impersonation. I'm not going to do it.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Uh,
Do
Do
it.
it.
What are you talking about? That's not grammatically sound. What the hell? At least this doesn't follow my 5 rules of how to put this together. Friendship is witchcraft is literally the terriblest, most horrible thing in the world. Hey, Candy, when the hell is that ever going to be funny? Too much? That's coming out of the edit, by the way. That's not going on the stream.
I remember, for anybody who saw my Voice of Reason commentary, one of our people, because I worked with like 2 other people for that collaboration, and one of them, he got so pissed off near the end of the video. He just like sent me an ad lib of him screaming on how bad he didn't like the Friendship is Witchcraft review. And at one point, he just started like doing an impersonation. He's just like, I hate this show. I hate this show.
I actually really, I'm not exactly a Friendship is Witchcraft fan either. I when I had him, I was like, I agree with you.
No, don't kill me.
Let's not go on to that.
No.
I did remember that me and Voice of Reason actually did have an argument on Twitter after my video came out, but it was more for a different reason. It was part of it did stem from my video.
Wait, there's another reason?
He had already, blocked me off. He had already had a negative opinion on me because what happened a year prior when I first watched his review, I made a troll rant on him, and we got into a bit of a heated argument about it.
Yeah.
Because he kind of got angry about it, and I was like, bro, you fell for a joke. And then he was like, no. And I was like, yes. He's like, no. I'm like, yes. He's like, I don't even care. I'm like, okay. He got a lot better afterwards. I'm glad he got better. Because honestly, Voice of Reason is one of those people that I wanted to like somewhat.
Oh, yeah, look, like I think it was when I had the show, I had one of my co-hosts, his name is Licky, and he's like, what's your problem with bridal gossip? He's like, I just had some problems with the way the storyline's put together, and he just let it go right off. I was like, cool, guess what? We're not here to interrogate the guests. We moved on. It was a civil discussion. Voice of Reason is not a raging, I can't think of the right term here, a walking hate factory or whatever the hell.
I'll interrogate my guests if I need to. It depends who the guest is. If it's any person I've commentated on, I might proceed with caution, especially because
I could get you Byter.
Oh boy. Oh no. But I probably brought this up before, but there is a group chat I keep getting added to, full of commentators that I like to call what's the word? Oh yeah, mediocre.
Mediocre.
We
an
really
understatement?
sort of for some of them, yeah.
I didn't know you had access to the analysis rift.
But
Oh please, mediocre is too nice.
Yes, they've yet to touch upon mediocrity, so.
Most of them. I've brought this up a lot, but most of them like talk about the minute I enter the call, they'll start squealing over my appearance. I'm just like, guys.
I promise you, Rhino or Mr. Mills, that'll never happen here.
No,
Oh boy.
Well,
That's
I
where I
did
talked
kind
to-
of start this podcast asking who the heck you were.
Yeah, I literally interviewed like Peter, Dillon, and Sheldon. I said, he doesn't want anyone to kiss his ass. Do you think you guys could manage? And they're like, yeah. I think that won't be a
You
problem.
didn't ask me.
Oh, I just assumed.
Yeah, because you didn't know who I was.
He didn't want to come on. Dillon's like, oh, I wanted to talk to Silverquill. Oh, fuck this guy.
No, that's not what I said.
I said I was the one. I was talking about how I'm one of the few people who got some notoriety in the Brony analysis community without even making any Brony analysis videos.
Well,
I got notoriety by doing things for people.
yes.
In fact, I'm in a collaboration project.
I'll
with
have
them.
you know, Mr. Mills, that Dillon here is famous for being I Love Kim Possible's bitch.
Yes.
Well, I was just calling him like Brony tech support. But there you go.
Pretty
Like,
much.
it's like, I got somewhat popular, well, somewhat known in this community by making fun of it.
Oh.
And I whenever I go through the entire process of how completely off the walls I went with it, I was like, okay, so I've done I've worked off of smaller reviewers, I've poked at them every now and again. Let's just take baby steps up this. Let's do Voice of Reason. Okay.
That's
so we
not
have
exactly
Voice of
the
Reason.
biggest limb in the world. I mean, if you hate on
So
Voice
we-
of Reason,
we-
he definitely there's a market for people who don't like Voice of Reason. Believe me.
It's just like,
Okay, if you want to attack a sacred cow, you should have targeted Key for
Oh yeah, I dare you to hit Dr.
Oh.
Wolf, motherfucker. Do it.
Oh boy, oh boy. But like, I was like, okay, so I got
Oh,
voice of
was that a
reason.
dick tuck I just heard? You were like, oh, Dr. Wolf, and then you like quickly got the fuck away from that conversation.
No, Dr. Wolf, don't hurt me. I'm
just
sorry.
a ton of nope.
Don't talk with your super intelligent voice.
Well, that's the problem with like Voice of Reason though. So like, there's enough people who hate him that you're gonna get some love for that video. But if you go against like Keyframe or Dr. Wolf, suddenly everyone hates you.
But like after the Voice of Reason video, I was like, okay, so I got Voice of Reason. Now let's slow back a bit. Mr. Enter.
That's... You get a lot of hate in those comments, like, holy shit, I'm still answering stupid
boy.
shit about him. Good God.
Oh, yeah, I still we still occasionally get comments on that. It is crazy. Just like, oh my goodness, no, why would you commentate on Mr. Enter? I'm like,
those
all,
are the most brainwashed, idiotic fans in the fandom are mysterious Mr. Enter fans. Bar fucking
oh my
none.
goodness.
Like Anime Wolf Gamer.
And then I was just like, okay. So, and then at some point I was just like, I don't even care anymore. How about I just do a video on whatever Brony analysis reviewer I do not like? Just put them all into one video. Because at one point I was just sitting there, like, the biggest problem with most of these reviewers is that their videos are too short for me to make a full video out of. So I just made a compilation of them. And Canned Cream was probably my
wait a
second
minute.
least
I
favorite.
thought of a fun target. This will show you if you have balls. I dare you to fire at Anthony C.
Oh, Anthony C.
I double dog dare you. Bring it, bitch.
Oh, you know who I've been requested a lot for some odd reason? Golden Fox, I think is what his name is. Something like that.
I like
wait,
how you
was it
quickly
the
just
same
went away
dude?
from Anthony C.
Yes, he dick tucks all the sacred cows. He's like, no.
Okay, wait. If we're gonna talk about Golden
Oh, I
Fox,
love
is it
Anthony.
that,
I'm
like,
just saying. I was like, I'd like to see.
What's that guy on DeviantArt who has like this hate boner for Golden Fox and he won't stop complaining about
I
him?
have no idea.
You guys know who I'm talking
I
about,
do.
right?
That might be who requested it to me.
I don't
know.
pay
It was over
attention.
Yeah, because
DM.
no. Here's the funny thing. For instance, I haven't received hate mail. I've received Golden Fox's hate mail. The dude sent me a message talking about how much he fucking hates Golden Fox.
I will get so many Ask FMs from I'm not sure if it's one guy or multiple guys, but it's just like a paragraph of just like I really have you seen Golden Fox's review of this, and then just like goes on for like a paragraph about how bad it is. I'm just like why does everybody think I still want to do the Brony analysis? I've already done like so many of them.
Well, I can say, if you did one on Anthony C, I'm pretty sure he would find it amusing.
Yeah, he's actually a pretty cool, chill dude.
Yeah, I've seen Anthony C. Not a lot of him, but
there's not a lot to see. He's only done a few videos here and there. Like what? Maybe.
He's doing so many things at once that the production schedules overall are very slow.
Yes.
I have a list of people that I'm waiting on the sidelines, waiting for my time to strike. Though there is again Canned Cream. I wanted to do a full video on him and not just a small tidbit dedicated to him. And
Do a full one on Robin.
Probably one on Robin. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. And I had his name, but I completely forgot what it was. I mentioned it a second ago.
Well, I heard there's this Dillon guy who keeps doing things to people. He's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you hit Equestria Confidential? Ooh, I thought of why don't you do a video on horse news? Someone will punch you back, I dare you.
Oh, no.
Oh, they'll toot you off.
He's scared.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know, guys.
No. I
You go
honestly
get yourself
never
swatted and doxxed, son.
No, I honestly,
Well, what happened to if I don't like you, you'll know it.
If you're a pussy, I'll hit you. That's what I'm hearing.
if it's something about swatting and doxing, then no, that's a completely different story. I'm backing away from that. But if it's just your fans will come. No, I almost did a commentary on Fawful's Minion once. His fans are crazy.
I think we've taken this thing about as far. Unless you gentlemen have anything else for the esteemed guest.
I think all we're doing right now is just listing off sacred cows to see his reaction.
I think, okay, we're good, gentlemen. I loved having you on, Mr. Mills. I thought it was fun.